everybody, it is time for the Roborock S6 Max V to do the pickup test in my testing room. As most of you know, this is where I put down 7.6 ounces of rice, Fruity Pebbles, Fruit Loops, a little bit of sand, and a couple of jelly beans, and we see how much it can pick up on 6 different surfaces. Before the test, I take out the bin and I weigh it to see how much it weighs pre-pickup. Then after the test is done, we'll weigh the bin again and we'll see exactly how much it picks up. Let's go ahead and take a look at the mess it has to pick up real quick. Like I always say, 7.6 ounces does not sound like a lot, but it actually is quite a big mess. I've done this now to about 12 robots, I believe, and I'll try to have an updated list for you at the end of this video. Big mess. I always run these guys on their highest suction mode for this test. They go out, clean their one time, and then they come back and charge. That's when I will take the bin out and weigh it, and we'll compare it to all the other robots and see which one is truly the king in a pickup test. Now, there's a lot of concern for this robot vacuum that we will see in this test, and that is that the brush roll does not spin all the time on certain thicknesses of carpet. So this test is actually perfect for that, because we got really thick carpet. This here is medium density carpet. That over there is kind of a thinner budget carpet, and we even have carpet tiles. So all these different thicknesses, we'll really be able to see by the end of this test and how much the bin weighs, if that truly affects this robot and if it actually hinders it in picking up all this debris. Alright, let's go ahead and send out the Roborock S6 Max V and see how well it does.
Starting to clean.
What do you guys think? Do you think the roller bar is going to bog down and completely mess up this test? Or do you think it's going to do a good enough job because the suction's so great that it won't affect it at all? It should mess up this test, in my opinion. I did this test on the S7, which is their newest model, and we'll compare it to that and see if that actually makes any difference or not. I still have to do this to the Roborock S5, and I don't remember if I did the S4 Max yet. So I'm going to do those as well, and then we'll do a big comparison video of all the different Roborocks, and I'll tell you which one I prefer. So I'm going to switch to my overhead cam shot, and we will talk about it once it's done. If you guys like these types of videos, please like and subscribe. It helps me out a lot, and I would really appreciate it. And I will see you guys very soon. Sorry about the footage here, guys. Somehow it didn't go to wide mode like it usually is, so we're just set on standard wideness, but you'll still see, you get to see everything you need to from this test, and you're going to be pretty surprised as I am when this video is done. So hopefully you guys still enjoy. I'll try to make sure not to make this mistake again, and I will see you guys in a bit. Alright guys, the Roborock S6 Max V is done, and let me say, I am shocked at the results. You probably just saw the overhead footage, but you can't really zoom in and see what I see right now. And I am honestly shocked. They need to do like a recall or something on this model. Just from this test, I'm telling you right now, I'm not going to be able to keep it. I don't understand this. Let me just show you what I'm talking about. So it did it rather quickly, which is great, but wow, I'll get to it. So here is the medium pile carpet. You see there's still actually quite a bit of rice and Fruity Pebbles. Then you move on to this thicker carpet. Once again, a lot of Fruity Pebbles and rice everywhere. So that claim that brush roll is not spinning is absolutely correct. Because this guy's running on its maximum suction. And this is probably going to be the worst result out of any robot vacuum I've done this test to. I mean, look at all this rice. It's almost like it didn't even clean at all. Over here on the thinner carpet, and I'll get this is why I'm shocked, guys. So we're moving on to carpet tiles, which is really thin carpet that you think would be very easy to clean. Check that out. It's like it didn't even go over it. What the heck, Roborock? They should be embarrassed by that. Now hard surfaces, the hard surface looks the best. But this thing really does not work on carpet. I mean, this speaks for itself, guys. Look at that. It literally looks like it did not even go over this. And in my brain, I would think the thinner the carpet, the better this guy would work. But it looks like all 4 surfaces of carpet, it did a terrible job. Wow. Yeah, this one's going back. It's a shame too, because I think it's a really, well, I thought it was a really good robot vacuum, but after these results, like, how can you keep something like this? So let's further prove this was a terrible test. We're gonna move on to weighing the bin, and this is, I can guarantee from what I see, this is gonna be the bottom of the barrel worst test yet. All right, go ahead and zero my scale out. The bin before this test weighed 5.8 ounces. This should be pretty embarrassing. I really do think this is gonna be the worst test yet.
Dustbin removed.
Although there's actually quite a bit in there. But let's find out. All right, we're at 11.9 ounces. So that gives us, all right, so we wound up getting 6.1 ounces, which is actually more than I thought, which is kind of puzzling because there's so much debris left on the carpets. Maybe it's just that other almost 2 ounces is right here. 1.5 ounces is right here on this carpet. So yeah, I'm really surprised, very disappointed in it. It should not have, I did not expect it to do that poorly. But the test speaks for itself, that's why I do these tests. Every robot I've done this test is set up the same exact way. And 6.1 ounces is actually definitely not good for one of the higher end Roborocks, but overall there is definitely still worse robots that have done this test. But not what I expected. Alright guys, so that's pretty much going to wrap up this video. Let me know in the comments what you guys thought. I was a little bit concerned about the brush roll not spinning, but this just absolutely proved that theory is 100% correct, and that is really affecting the ability for this guy to clean any type of carpet, it seems. These are by far the worst job on carpets that I've seen with this testing room yet. Usually the robots do bad on the hard surfaces. That's where this guy actually did much better, was the hard surfaces. So really weird. I don't think or know if they can fix that in an update. If they can't, that almost kind of kills this robot for me. Let me know in the comments if you agree, if you want to see other tests with this guy. We'll be running this through the gauntlet next, and we'll see how good the obstacle avoidance is, and then we'll be comparing that to the D-Bot T8 Plus, and then we'll probably do a separate video on that as well to see which one of these two have the best obstacle avoidance, and anything else you guys want to see. So please smash that like button, consider subscribing, and have an awesome day. See you.